Ooh, hello everybody. How's everybody on this Tuesday? Everybody good? Survived the weekend, survived the Monday snowstorm. It is snowing again out there. Just saying. So anyway, everything here is tickety-boo. And Mango Moose Knuckle, me and Kevin, we're judging you. I'm a poet and don't know it. My feet show it. Anyway, this isn't really a conspiracy theory, but it's points to ponder. How about that? I was reading an article about Russia's involvement in the election. And we're going to see what one of Putin's presidential aides had to say about that. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Give us a subscribe. Definitely give us a thumbs up. Got to push that like. Doesn't push itself. Neither does the subscribe button. Just saying. We're slowing down a little on subscribers, so we need to get that word out. So if you can help me there, sure would put a little hitch of my giddy up. That's for sure. I think that's how that term goes. It sounds kind of weird. But anyway, let's get into this, shall we? Oh yeah, and my hangers on? Thanks for hanging on. I love ya. And I know some of you have been here like for 4 years or more. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's get into this. Like Putin's presidential aide, Nikolai Patrushev, said, and I quote, "To achieve success in the election, Donald Trump relied on certain forces to which he has corresponding obligations. As a responsible person," which we all know he's not, "he will be obligated to fulfill them." Patrushev agreed that Trump was, when he was still a candidate, quote, "made statements critical of the destructive foreign and domestic policies pursued by the current administration," meaning Biden. "In his future policies, including those on the Russian track, President-elect Trump will rely on the commitments to the forces that brought him to power, rather than election pledges. Very often, election pledges in the United States can diverge from subsequent actions. And are they ever? Truer words, people. Truer words were never spoken. Now, the Moose Knuckle gave Elon Mussolini credit for Pennsylvania. Elon Musk knows computers better than anyone. All those computers, those vote counting computers. And we ended up winning Pennsylvania like in a landslide. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. What exactly did he mean by that? I mean, you know he can't keep secrets. So stuff sooner or later, it's like a little explosion in his gut. It just goes off and then he spews all this stuff and shits his pants. I'm just saying. So why did he say that? And then he journeyed to Pennsylvania where he says, and Trump says that Elon Musk then journeyed to Pennsylvania solo, where he spent like a month and a half campaigning for me. And he's a great guy. He's a popular guy. He was very effective. It's remarks like these that make people go, Or is it like Oprah said, that aha moment? Is that what that is? Is Trump telling people that this election really was rigged for him? Like rigged from the Russians. Okay, so from the Nation newsletter, they said, remember that, I say Nizzy, throwback rally at Madison Square Garden, where 30 some odd people spoke and pretty much insulted every non-white person that would vote for the Mango Moose Knuckle or even think of voting for him. This is where he said that he didn't actually need votes to win. He didn't need votes to win to be installed as president again. He said he had a secret plan with Mini Mike I Got No Johnson. Remember that? He said, I think with our little secret, we are going to do really well with the House. Our little secret is having a big impact. He and I have a little secret. See, that's the Nizzy way. Repeat it 3 times. Always make sure you get it in 3 times. It cements it in the brain. We will tell you what it is when the race is over. Now, in my opinion, that little secret included Daddy Vladdy. So I think he was in on this little secret. Like, I don't know, ballot boxes being set on fire. Do you think that was maybe their little secret? We'll just burn everybody's votes and nobody's going to be able to tell how many were in the box because they're all burned? Doesn't know anything about forensics, that's for sure. Or could the little secret be that Mini Mike I've Got No Johnson could be installing the moose knuckle through a contingent election where the House and not the Electoral College says who will be president? You have to read the 12th Amendment for more clarity, but my understanding of that is if no person has a majority in the Electoral College, then the House can vote by ballot immediately at the close of the election. Immediately. In choosing the president, the vote shall be taken by states, and the congressmen and women from each state get 1 vote. But right now, the Republicans control 26 of the 50 states. So that's the House delegation, and that's the ones that are going to be able to vote by a contingency. So then from The Guardian, back in July 30th, that was after the panty liner thing on his head and 1 dead man, 2 in critical condition, yeah. But oddly enough, he barely got wounded. He even stood up for a second longer than he should have. And he went, oh, and then ducked. No. See, I don't want to be into conspiracy theories, but all this shit sounds really fishy to me. It really does. Trump's big flappy ass lips there were flapping at a Christian summit where he said, get out and vote. Just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years. You know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. So he put the carrot on the stick, started dangling it, and then at the RNA convention, he actually said that he may be staying for a 3rd term. That's where this contingency shit comes in. But he can't even run for a 3rd term, so I don't know how they're going to wangle that, but they're screwing around with the Constitution left, right, and center now, so what's one more thing, right? So from the Associated Press, November 6th, Sally Swenson said that he started planting the seeds early, right? That if he loses, it's all rigged and blah, 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 blah. In the final weeks of the election, especially, he was going hard on election fraud in swing states because he knew Kamala was set to win those. And especially in Philadelphia and in Detroit, Michigan. That he said he had concerns about Milwaukee. Even after the polls closed and it was looking like things were going his way, he was saying shit like, ooh, I don't know, there's a lot of talk, massive cheating, all capitals, in Philadelphia. He did the same thing in 2016, remember? And he is now telling people that Democrats cheated in the 2024 election because he doesn't believe that Kamala Harris would have gotten 75 million votes. He is such a shallow, sore fecking winner. Just saying. And then there's Elon Musk in an interview with Tucker Carlson there saying, and this blew my mind, and it still runs through my mind, if Trump loses, I'm fucked. How long do you think my prison sentence will be? Will I see my children? I don't know. If Trump doesn't win this election, it's the last election he means as Republicans, are going to have. Because he fears that if Kamala gets in, then she was going to give citizenship to all the DACA recipients that have contributed billions of dollars in taxes and everything else, have served the country in the military. They're doctors, they're lawyers, they're all kinds of things. And their citizenship, he thinks, will tip the balance for future elections. And the shady shit that the Republicans are pulling now, it's pretty much a sure bet that there isn't going to be a Republican president after him for a very long time, if there is a goddess in heaven. So these mass deportation rallies make more sense, don't they? This is why they are getting rid of as many immigrants as possible, because they think that they're all going to vote Democrat in the next election. And they will. They will. Now, it makes a lot more sense that way. But what did Elon do in Pennsylvania that would cause him to go to prison? That's what I want to know. That's what's sticking in my craw. That if Trump loses, he's going to prison for a very long time. It's starting to come out now that more and more precincts had votes disappear. I'm watching different places, and it's not like they're 4chan or friggin' guys like Steve Bannon or on the War Room and shit like that. It's not that kind of thing. It's like more mainstream media is starting to come out with this stuff. And people that look into the law of averages, stuff like that, and if this many people voted and they're doing bell curves and all that, it just doesn't, it's just not coming out in the wash. It's just not. It's just, it's stained, if you know what I mean. It's like mango moose knuckles pull up there. It's got a big, giant shit stain. That's all it is. But anyway, that's the points to ponder for today, I'm afraid. Anyway, thanks for tuning in again. I love you all, newcomers and hangers-on. Be good to you first so you can be good to somebody else. We need a lot of good coming down the pike. And they're starting to look into this kind of stuff. So, fingers crossed. I love you all. And let's see what Fartbag's got to say today, shall we? Oh, yeah, it is so wrong. Anyway, Naughty Nana loves you. Be good to you first. I love you all. Take care.